Again, as I said, if you are looking for higher studies, then do not opt for placement. If you are trying to check your knowledge in terms of, whether you are good in aptitude or other thing, then you should not seek the placement. You should seek placement if you are looking forward to join the company and do whatever is necessary in terms of the company's requirement. If you are agreeing for 2 years bond, then you are supposed to follow that. If you are not okay, then you have to think accordingly, right? But I do not want any placement related issues from IT department which are happening, such as, the things which ethically are incorrect. So let's begin our discussion on data warehouse. I told you we're starting with the fourth unit. So let me share the screen. Right. So I think it's taking, okay, it's visible. So we have seen what is data mining. We have seen what is information retrieval. And in both of the cases, I told you how we arrange the data, how we tackle the data is what plays a part in the efficiency of the retrieval methods or even the data mining algorithms. And the storage mechanism is what is known as a warehouse, right? So basically, a data warehouse is, and that's why I've highlighted this into a, you know, different font, that these are the features, these are the characteristics, these are the desired quality of the storage mechanism which define it as the warehouse. So it is data warehouse is a subject oriented, integrated, non-volatile, time variant collection of data which actually comes from multiple sources. So when we talk about data warehouse, we are talking about data which comes from multiple sources, which actually, combine together, where, we apply different algorithms of pre-processing and other things, which makes it very, very efficient for data mining. Clear to everyone? So this is what the desired qualities of data warehouse is. Now, if I were to break it up, subject oriented, because earlier also we saw that there's large amount of data for each of the things which is available in the market. We are clearly defining the data. Let's say if we are targeting the sales data, the customer data, then we are only having customer data. If we are having employee data, then we are having only the employee data. Yeah, it might be coming from multiple sources. As I said, it can be hard files stored into, normal documents, conversion કરીને આપણે soft copy માં convert કરીએ. We might have database, we might have some interaction in form of MOMs and other thing. So that is the first thing which it should have is it should be subject oriented. એટલે બહુ બધી વસ્તુઓ નહીં, પણ specific subjected. Second, it has to be integrated. So what is integrated? So we have DBMS, right? Then we have Excel files. Please excuse the handwriting. I'm not having the pad or something. Then we might have Word documents. Then we might have flat files, right? We might have some other form of data and etc. So when we are combining this particular thing into one form, one machine understandable form, it is integrated form of data, which is data warehouse. Next up is it's non-volatile. So what happens with our local uh, RDBMS or local storage, which we do, or even the DBMS, that when the day is over, when the power is off, the transactions from the memory goes away. જ્યારે ડેટા વેરહાઉસનો ડેટા is permanent. Even if we play with the data, right? Even if we apply different algorithms, This data stays there permanent. We do not change, delete, or remove any data from the warehouse. Time variant because we can break it up from 1940s, right? Then 50s, etc. Or if we were to take short intervals, quarters, right? Quarter one sales, quarter two sales, etc. So this is time variancy. You can divide the data based on different time thing. And because it is one collection of data, right? It is a warehouse, just like we normally have the warehouse word, which is storage place. Here, this is data warehouse. So it's a collection of data which acts as in the base to management's decision, right? So this is what the definition of data warehouse is. So what exactly does it mean, when I say a warehouse? So as we have discussed in here, let us break it up. What does it mean is that a data warehouse is consolidated. And remember the words which are, stressed by me because these are what defines the warehouse. Consolidated, central location where data from various sources or various databases are stored. So this is what the general definition of data warehouse is, that a warehouse is a central storage which is consolidated form of different data. It is separate from organizational databases and is stored and maintained separately. So it is not your regular DBMS or RDBMS. It is something that over a period of time, you export that data and import it into the warehouse, right? And a रोजना transactions थी आ update नहीं था. So it is not every day we update the warehouse, and that is what, if you see here, again I have mentioned in here that it is not updated every day. And this is only available for access for top managers or people who are, data scientists. For example, we started our college in 2009 and this is 2020. So basically 11 years is what we have done and we are into the 12th year. So over a period of time, I think we have grown a lot in terms of number of students in the college. So from 300 in the campus to now, I think 10,000 in the campus, we have a very large mass. So let's assume that management decides that for engineering, if I were to predict based on your 12th marks, based on your location, based on your parents' occupation, based on your performance in the college, if I were to predict what would the seventh semester right now, will do in terms of placement based on the past results. So our data manager Juno store thayelo warehouse member say using that particular thing, I can actually do a prediction on the data and predict whether this particular set of data in seventh semester they will get job atla takana job might say this many people will go for higher studies, this many will go for entrepreneurship and like that. So that very thing is the base the warehouse access, right? So the base storage, consolidated storage, centralized storage are the words which you will be hearing a lot. Also, if you go back to the earlier slide, it stores time variant data, subject oriented data, but more importantly, it stores historical data, right? So it's developed over years and a large amount of data is there. It's not warehouse is not 6 months of data, right? You can't do a warehouse. It's just a database. So if you're storing it for a very long time and using it for different decision making, then it is known as data warehouse. This is how it actually works. This is what the base is. So if you see, let me choose the pen again. If you see, this is operational data. Operational data is nothing but your DBMS, right? So this is your operational day-to-day data. It is periodically stored in a centralized system, right? Where using ETL commands. What is ETL commands? Extraction, transformation, and load, right? So using those commands, we store it in DW, which is data warehouse. Then using OLAP system, which is online analytical processing system, which is the one which we apply on the warehouse કે જેનાથી analysis મળે. Like I was saying right now, let's say I would pick up the data of a particular, college and certain branch or a particular course in engineering. We can do the same for your schools also. I think some of the students in this college comes from very good colleges, schools which are like there for a very long time in Rajkot. અને પછી આગળ જતા એમના careers બી બહુ bright હોય છે. So if I were to take up example of some school, like let's say, I don't know much of the name, so I'll pick which I know, Rajkumar College. So if Rajkumar College has a history of almost 100 years or something, તો એમાંથી કેટલા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ કેવી રીતે કેટલા ટાઈમે પ્લેસ થયા એ રેકોર્ડ્સ બી એ લોકો મેન્ટેન કરતા હોય by on the basis of alumni. Place થયા એટલે what are they doing in the current scenario, right? So if we were to predict that and we were to use that data, can we actually also say if a student is joining from this background now in the pre-primary or primary, 10 years later, this was percentage of chances there that he would end up with a successful career. That very thing is what the analytical processing system does, right? But sales team forecast, weather forecast, global warming forecast, etc., are different ways of using this particular thing, which is online analytical processing system, right? And who does this? The business and users. They get this results on the basis of this. They form the policies on the basis of this. They go for different patterns of analysis. So this is what the basic process of data warehouse is. So if the question is explain block diagram of data warehouse, then you are supposed to describe this, and then this particular diagram. So this is the introduction of data warehouse. Again, simple words ma Gujarati ma, in case people don't understand. તમારા ડિસિઝન મેકિંગ માટે જે કન્સોલિડેટેડ ડેટા એક સ્પેસે એક જગ્યાએ જ્યાં ભેગો કરીએ, જેવી રીતે કંપનીમાં વેરહાઉસ હોય એને સ્ટોરેજ કહેવાય કે બધો માલ ત્યાં પડ્યો હોય, એવી જ રીતે આ વેરહાઉસમાં બધો જ ડેટા હોય. ડિપેન્ડિંગ ઓન આવર રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ આપણે અલગ અલગ પ્રોસેસીસ કરીએ, એક્સટ્રેક્શન, ટ્રાન્સફોર્મેશન અને લોડિંગની, અને પછી ઓલેપ સર્વર્સની મદદથી અલગ અલગ એનાલિસિસ કરીએ, જેને આપણે બિઝનેસ એન્ડ યુઝર્સને ડિસિઝન લેવામાં બેઝ તરીકે યુઝ કરાવી શકીએ. ઓલરાઈટ, so why is data warehouse needed? Because data comes from various sources, various formats, so it is not possible for machine learning algorithms, for data mining algorithms, or for analysis systems to work on them, because એનું વિઝ્યુલાઇઝેશન કરવું, એને ઓર્ગેનાઇઝ કરવું, એને રાઇટ ફોર્મમાં યુઝ કરવું, એ એક ચેલેન્જ હોય છે. So what we need to do is we need to integrate first them into a form, then we process it so that all the issues, if you remember data mining ma pre-processing ni baat kari thi, so all the issues which are there in the data are also removed, and then it is ready for data mining, machine learning algorithms application on the data. And using that, we can also use visualization. I think the screen sharing is turned off due to something. Let me turn it on again. I think Google, due to India's excessive load on its product, is also now realizing that though they are Google, because we are using so much of Google products nowadays, so Google Meet, their Hangouts, everything is now crashing and creating issues and bugs which they themselves never thought it will happen. Because I think, if not wrong, but 20-25% colleges, institutes, and organizations in India would be using Google Meet as in their platform for communication. So if we say 25% of the organizations across India, this is a huge, huge number. So I think that's why this happens. I think some students also get removed, and joining માં બી problem થાય ક્યારેક meetings uh, join નથી થતી. And one day I think if everybody remember, we had issue with Google services also. We were not able to upload anything, share anything like that. So their services are getting some pressure due to so much upload of access. So yes, we were talking on this again. So data warehousing is needed, as I said, because we have multiple formats, multiple types of data, and visualization is not possible. So what we do is we create data warehouses which are specific to subjects. Again, when I say specific to subject, to be a bow large amount of data hoy. So we will see in the next slide, which I will be sharing, that what sort of data I'm talking about. Plus, there is a concept such as data mart, which is small form of data warehouse. Then again, data marts have their applications and other thing. So that is what we'll discuss. So this is the introduction to data warehouse. Why is it needed? What exactly it means? Anything anybody wants to discuss before I shift further in the topic? Any doubts? Guys, should I consider this as lack of basic manners when people in the class, if they ask and you don't bother to reply? I think it shows how good you are, in terms of the etiquettes in the class. What do you think, guys? All right. The choice of the words plays a very important part, Hussein. મેં તને આ પહેલા બી કીધું છે. Let me make this very clear કે હું એમ પૂછું ને કોઈ doubts છે તો એનો જવાબ આપ દોસ્ત. Proceed please ને આવું બધું જે તું દર વખતે અલગ અલગ words use કરે છે doesn't give a right impression for you. એટલે મેં પહેલા બે ત્રણ વાર ઇગ્નોર કર્યું છે. આ વખતે હું તને ક્લિયરલી કહું છું, આઈ એમ ટોકિંગ ટુ હુસેન, કે તારે એમ કહેવાનું સર મને ડાઉટ છે કે નથી, પ્રોસીડ કરો કે નહીં એ હું નક્કી કરી લઈશ એમ. બરાબર? કારણ કે ધીસ આર, આઈ ડોન્ટ નો વોટ આર યોર ઇન્ટેન્શન્સ, બટ વોટ એવર વર્ડ્સ યુ યુઝ આર નોટ અપ્રોપ્રિએટ ફોર ધ કમ્યુનિકેશન પ્રોસિજર. એટલે એમ પૂછ્યું હોય કે ઇફ દેર આર ડાઉટ્સ, પ્લીઝ ટેલ દેર આર નો ડાઉટ્સ લાઈક ઋત્વિક સેડ, ઓર યસ સર ઇટ ઇઝ ક્લિયર ઓર સમથિંગ. બીજું બધું એક્સ્ટ્રા કંઈ અલગ રીતે લખવાની કોશિશ ના કરીએ આપણે, તો this will be good impression for you, because I have taught you, I do not want to ruin that impression based on 5 semesters gap. તો પ્લીઝ જરા સમજીને એ પ્રમાણે appropriately type કરજો. Right, so next thing which I am discussing is the data warehouse schemas, which I'll be showing it up here. So basically, data warehouse schema are the way entire set of database is organized, right? It's a logical arrangement or way in which we arrange the data in the warehouse. So as I told you guys that there's a lot of data coming from different sources, and I think we have seen it earlier also. But before we start this, let me show you that also, so AB clear થઈ જાય. Just give me one moment. So this we have discussed earlier, and a quick intro for you guys, that what are the types of data which we can actually use for data mining. So we can use, flat files, we can use relational databases, we can use the pure and pure data warehouse data, we can use transactional databases, multimedia databases, spatial, time series, or web data. Right, and depending on the type of data which you are using, it is known as that kind of mining, Let's say if you're using spatial databases which stores geographical information, coordinates, topology, so that particular data mining is known as spatial mining, right? Then you are using time series databases, it is known as time series mining or time series based data mining. If you are using web, it is known as web mining, or even if you are using the text form of the web data, it is known as sentiment analysis or something. So depending on what kind of data you are using, different types of mining can be used or performed. So keeping that very thing in mind, all right, I think I shared the wrong tab. Just 1 minute. Yes, so depending on what sort of data we have, then we have to logically arrange them in the data warehouse. The overall logical schema is what the data warehouse schemas are. And I think in the database third semester also, you have studied schemas. So can anybody tell me what is schema? You had Oracle Academy, so I think you have explored them much better than your GTU counterparts. So I'm sure you should be able to tell it. Yes, Saurabh, can you tell me what is database schema? Okay, Rutvik is saying it's an organization of data. Okay. Saurabh, can you add something? Amisha, what is database schema? Right, so Hardik is also adding something. Database is a struct. Yes, Amisha, go ahead.
A blueprint of database.
Okay, and why do we have it?
It I don't know.
Okay. All right, anybody has an idea like what exactly database schema is and why do we have it? So Hardik is saying database is a structure described in a specific format. Okay. It gives logical view of entire database, correct? Representation of data for every easy understand. Correct. So basically this you can say it's a structure, it's a skeleton on which the overall, you know, the database is designed. Yes, and it is used for organizing and very nicely told by Anjali also that it is used to actually understand how the relationship, how the data is organized within the overall database. So it defines how the data is organized, it defines how the relations are among different associated components, and it also, formulates all the constraints which we have defined through the whole database. So that's very thing is database schema. Now, if we were to talk in terms of this particular thing, which is warehouse schema, it is similar to that only. Only difference is because, just 1 minute. It consists of tables, views, indexes, and synonyms. Only thing is type of data here is different. That is why the schemas are different. So here there are three types of schemas which are applicable in data warehouse. One is star schema, second is snowflake schema, and third is fact constellation schema. Now, if you are to understand this, these names are coming from their arrangement. એટલે આ નામ યાદ રાખવા અથવા આ નામ ઉપરથી એનું અરેન્જમેન્ટ કેવું હશે યાદ રાખવું એ બહુ easy છે. I'll show you on how it is connected. So the first schema which we have here is star schema. So if you see properly, star schema is something which is relational schema in the data warehouse. And also, as you can see, there are multiple dimensions within the data. It is multi-dimensional data arrangement or data schema, right? And also remember this thing that when you are having our data in a warehouse, it will always be multi-dimensional data because it will be talking about lot many parameters of individual attribute. Then it is stored in a general table. I will also show you how it is connected in the furthermore examples. So if you see properly in here in the diagram, because મેં એટલે data નથી રાખ્યો, આ diagram એમને જ બનાવેલી છે. If you see properly in center, there is a fact table, right? So the fact table may include data about the tables which are surrounding it, and the surrounding tables are actually dimension tables which are talking more on the fact table. And why is it called star schema is because if I were to do this star thing, right? I don't know, maybe let me uh, I think star has done something like this. So that very diagram, you can see it in here. I'm very poor with this joystick and in here. So that very connection, center is fact table and other are dimension. That very thing forms a star shape, and that is why it is known as star schema. The easier way to remember this is that in a center, in here it is mentioned in the center of a star schema, there is a large fact table and surrounding it will be the dimension tables, right? Which will talk more about the data within the fact table. If we go furthermore inside, we will talk on advantages of star schema. Because it is very simple to implement, it is also a little faster to implement because it's simple, and simple forms of queries are used, so the performance are very fast, right? So it optimizes the database navigation. But because it is simple, again, it reduces the efficiency in terms of the data retrieval. So that we solve using the snowflake. Now, if you see properly, what is a snowflake? Where we have this star structure, which we discussed earlier, right? In here. And this are the extensions to that star. And that is why it looks like snowflake when you are seeing it from the far. And that's why the name. And again, arrangement is logical, not the real one. So it looks logically like a snowflake. So snowflake schema is an extension of the star schema. So if you see properly in here, let me break it up. This is nothing but star, this particular part. This extension and this extension is what the particular part of the star schema plus something is there, and that is why it is known as snowflake schema. What does it do? It adds dimensions to the dimension table. So this is like your table relationship which you are creating in ER diagram, and you are extending the relationship. That very thing you are doing in the star, then it becomes the snowflake. Now if we were to talk on advantages of snowflake, it performs normalization. So first concept, very important concept of database, third semester, which is a lot of times asked in interviews also, normalized data, or what is normalization? Can anybody tell me what is normalization? Okay, wonderful. To reduce the anomalies, to some extent reduce the redundancies also. What else? All right, do one thing, guys. I give you enough time to go through things. You guys can, yes, organizing the data to filter on what basis? Okay. So that's what I'm saying. I'm giving you some time to explore those things.